Hello, friends. Yeah, so no clue what's happening right now with Discord, but it finally let us in. So if you're wanting to chat, I've also put let's see. I'm going to put another link in the chat just so you can have another place to um join on live if you want to share your upcoming goals for this weekly Wednesday writers workshop. So let's see. All right, so I think I have the information everywhere. Okay. 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 Yeah. I still got this really slow situation. I don't know if it's gonna catch up. It's been like really stuttery. Check, check, check. That seems okay, I guess, I suppose. I'm gonna move forward as though you guys can see me okay. It's hard for me to make that determination. Okay, I can see it on the virtual video. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. If I start recording this, I think that's where we start running into issues. But I think this is good. So, okay. What we can do, friends, is move our, yeah, let's move this over. So now we have our, okay. Okay, so I think we're getting somewhere. This has been really tricky. You take it off the studio. All right, and then check, checkity, check, check. All right, here we go, guys. I think it's finally starting to work a little bit here. So, yeah, basically, I'm gonna see if I can hang out more in the Discord in case we get some folks in. What a weird start to this one, but welcome to the weekly Wednesday Writers Workshop. I am Sophie. I am here to host the next now 90 minutes of you just sitting back and focusing on writing, period. Whether that's an article you're working on, a screenplay, a script, a book, a short story, your journal, whatever it is. Stop right now, everything else that you're doing, and let's just focus on putting pen to paper or clacking those clickety clack keys and getting something on the page. If you have a project that you've already begun and you want some feedback, after the next 90 minutes, we'll reconvene and you're able to share your work, share what's been percolating during this session, read a little bit of your passages if you like, and we'll give you some feedback, or I'll give you some feedback. You can join the VC from the link in the chat, or if you're on Discord already, this is the place to be. For now, though, I'm going to set my intention for this writing workshop, and I hope that you will do the same. If you'd like to share your goals for what you hope to accomplish during this time, you can put it in the chat, or feel free to jump on VC real quick and let me know what you're trying to get done. So me personally, I am working on fleshing out my serial, which is a set of short stories, into a novel. And so I last week or the week before last, I worked on getting my exact storyline and chapter list exactly how I want. I've identified some of the holes I need to fill. And now I can start not only kind of picking apart what I've already written and formatting it properly into this new, more organized storyline. I can also start naming my characters, and I can start writing the short stories essentially for each of these characters that will become its own chapter. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. Feel free to hop in. Still just making sure the video is looking good. Feel free to hop in and just enjoy this music and this time together to set our intention and focus. So we're almost at 9:30 p.m. my way. Oh, so sorry. We'll call that our official start time. And then at, let's see, 10:45, we'll pause to see if anyone wants to share their work. All right, so I'm going to get to it, and just ping me or jump in the VC if you have any thoughts or questions. Okay, and that seems to be going okay, so we'll leave that alone. And I'll leave up the control room for everybody. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do first is go ahead and name my characters here. So that way, instead of Golden, I can actually use her proper name. That was weird. Oh, interesting. Okay. And this is the only one I'm still a little bit iffy on V, so we'll look at that when we get to it. So this one's about Golden. I was gonna call her Aurum, I want to say, was it? Because gold, the scientific name for gold, scientific. I want to say Aurum. Yeah, Aurum, meaning shining dawn or glow of sunrise. How pretty is that? So her name is Aurum. All right, the helicopter pilot notes that the Pepsis are still heading to the grandmother. The Vegas flyover horrifies him, so he needs to be like a white American, like Billy. Seems appropriate. Story of a showgirl turning. We'll call her Kara, maybe. Husband just made me like a whole plate of like snackies because he's amazing. But don't get married, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna my little chocolate bar. All right, story of survivors in Vegas who then see the planes overhead. Allison sounds like a really posh name. This is ducking. The music ducks when I talk. That's pretty dope. I didn't know it would do that. Okay. Sweet. Not feeling that. Grandma goes to prepare the car, opens an emergency package. Her name can be Faith. That's pretty appropriate. The mother hunts a snow bunny by the frozen lake along with her dead husband. So his name can be... He's Aram's dad. So let's see, that would be... Gregory's a nice fatherly name. Gregory. Like Gregory Hines. The snow bunny. He can be Heathcliff. Heathcliff, maybe. He's got to be really posh, too. Or if it's from her perspective. Because we get down here and the snow bunny kind of has her day. See, I think that needs to be more about the husband and what happens to him. I guess it doesn't really make sense because, let's see. Okay, switcheroo from Snow Bunny. Do you think it's going to be her? The soldier allows the CEO and team back into the city with acquisitions, scan for signs of turning, so his name could just be Ian. Sounds like a soldierly name. The bad security guy who processes Snow Bunny. It's implied that he grapes her, so that would be what's a real asshole name? I can't say. Jesse. Okay, the big bull. We'll call him Crank. Crank the tank. All the Pepsis turn back into humans, but they all die. So Lawrence, maybe, is a very nice. You want like a really nice, sweet, but taller lithe, middle-aged man. Would a middle-aged person be named? Like a white guy. Lawrence. Larry. That's the first thing that kind of comes to mind for me. Larry. Lawrence. My dad's name is Lorenzo. The lab tech. What's the dude in Brooklyn 911? Brooklyn 99. Miraculous or whatever. He's Mike. You always gotta have a Mike. Mike is like a younger dude. I'm still debating if he's like the only scientist left in this guy's business. I'm wondering if they have like a shirt with their name on it. Maybe it's a little girl named Nancy. And the leader, he can be Oscar. Although, like, this is gonna sound horrible, but I think all the Pepsis need to be like white. They need to have more white name. Oliver. New soldier checks grandma for signs of turning. Was not checked. So his name can be maybe Pavel. To show maybe he's a little foreign. Maybe Greek. Oh, this guy's Spanish. The good security guard. There's a scene here where the CEO is like, yeah, whatever, Jose, talking to him because he's Spanish, but then you later find out his name is actually whatever. So it's just kind of a back reference or a callback to reference how racist this dude is. So maybe he could have like a regular ass sounding name, like Quentin, but he called him like Javier or Jose or something. Something like totally different. Or should it be more in line with like, what are some Spanish names? Let's start with Q. Some nice Spanish names. Quinto. Kiel. That's pretty. It's a boy. Works. Quito, Quintas, Quinto, Quijote, Kiko, Quique, Quintero. Those are awful. It's terrible. Kiel, Quintas, Quinto. There aren't really any, I guess, like common. Kime, Quintilo, Kerian. Maybe it's Quentin, but it's spelled like that. Quintine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Quintine. Oh shit. Okay. So now the snow bunny can find and kill the bad security guard. So it's all about her getting good old Jessie. So she's got to have a really white sounding name. First thing that jumps out at me is Raquel. That's pretty fucking white. So Raquel. She's like a blonde snow bunny. The CEO that stops the pilot from leaving with the lab tech and Golden. So who are we trying to say was the person here? The CEO stops the pilot from leaving with the lab tech and Golden. So the pilot probably would have been the more appropriate person here. That's slower. That's him. The thing about Vegas is that was the intentional one. So they like intentionally turned these people. Whereas everybody else that was turned, it was their kind of their own fault in a way. Because they overstepped the thresholds of their new abilities basically to control their metabolisms. Let's see. Here's where we might need to rework some stuff with the S and with the V. The S double U to the V. Okay. Then the general interrupts the CEO to announce that Grandma has the cure. Evaluate the CEO, sees the biggest horde. Maybe she's just Tracy. Or maybe we go by her last name. Thomas, maybe. Like, so you think it's a girl, a dude, but it's a girl? Maybe we could be subversive. We'll see. The old switcheroo from Snow Bunny. The mother appears, kicks the CEO off the roof, reunites with Golden. I think it's excellently placed because it's right after she's already killed someone. So you're like, oh shit, she's on the roof. She's going to get everybody. And it's like, nope, it's the mom. Have we done the mom's name? I don't think we've done the mom's name. So this is the mom. Uma, like Uma Thurman. Maybe. Uma. And then Ma is in there because she's a mother. I like that. So the grandma, who is Faith, Faith Lockett. And now Faith Carter, I think is her last name. Grandma alerts all to the street where the horde, excuse me, is overrunning the army. Maybe there's two with Pavel, like Pavel and whoever this person is. It's Ulysses. I'll chat with him in a sec. Or I guess I can do that from my phone. All right. Didn't mean to leave him hanging, that's all. And now I'm going to stop worrying about that. I need to go and do not disturb. That's hard for me to do. Let's see. All right, so the grandma alerts to all the street. So here's where I'm still a little iffy because, again, I wanted to show that the CEO, Ellison, has basically taken Uma's research and has like bastardized it, and they, in order to try to weaponize it, and so they basically infected an entire populace in Vegas that was at least trying to survive the people who were turning individually, and then it turned everybody, and they thought they were far enough away that they could observe without being, you know, risking their own lives, but it didn't work out for them. So then it's kind of like, okay, we're getting to a point where the whole horde is attacking this compound and they're streaming in, they're getting to the building where they're one of the last humans left, you know. I'm trying to think about this. Grandma alerts all to the street where horde is over because she just kicked him over. Thing is, I'm like envisioning them in this skyscraper, but maybe it's best to maybe have a bit of a shorter building. That way it's easier to say that they could see these people. Pardon me. Maybe that makes more sense too than being in some kind of huge like LA city proper, because that's so much more that you'd have to defend. Yeah. I mean, and also the issue with later in here talking about the sprinkler system and stuff, it's not really, this is like an airborne thing, so I'm happy to say fill atomizers and maybe the place ventilation system. Excuse me. And then the Zeta. Kind of going backwards now. The grandma alerts. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, so the lab animal is what she's eating. Maybe that's just Wooly. Alright, let me check on my guy. My guy. All right. Inflow. Okay, so I'm thinking I need a different setting altogether because the skyscraper doesn't make sense, but it needs to be high enough where you're pretty much assured you're gonna die if you fall from it because she kicks him from the top. So maybe they have like a 7-story lab. That sounds appropriate. I mean, you fall from 2 or 3 stories and it's over, but 7 seems pretty good. So we'll say 7 stories, and then that way it's not too implausible that they can look down and see all of these people, individuals instead of like ants, you know? So wow, I'm revising this whole setting. Huh. Yeah. Ow. That makes sense too, because it's not like the whole horde has to travel from frickin' Vegas to LA. They just have to go to the lab. I wonder how then does grandma know? She just knows because her daughter-in-law used to work there. I don't see any issues there. Okay. My husband got me these little cakes. And they are so cute because they look like eggs. Like for Easter. Okay. I wonder if it's like a military base. Where is on a map? What is this tower? Oh, that looks like some kind of... It isn't like a building, it just looks like a... Looks like some kind of cell tower. Okay, this is getting pretty great because now we need to get them from Vegas to here. That's amazing. This is so good. But yeah, This is all going down in Nevada. This is all going down in Nevada. So grandma would need to be somewhere like this Dolan Springs area or somewhere here. That way she's near water, or maybe she's in the Lake Mead area. Either way. Yeah, I could see her living somewhere here. And then she has to come here, but then where is the Area 51? Can I put a pin on this? Can I put a pin on it? So that's still a good ways. I was saying they'd be running from here to here. That's a lot. But running from here to wherever. So they're basically crossing this national wildlife refuge. Interesting. It's a 3-day walk. But then we'll give you driving directions. That's sus. That's really sus. Are there no roads at all? There's no roads here? Papoose. There's just no roads. That's really trippy. Interesting. It won't even take you out there. Wow. Hmm. Wow. I wonder if I could do a aerial of it at all. Go away. Okay. It won't let you see shit. I mean, it is a military base. I understand that. It's like, nope. So my thing is, I was hoping to see it tilted. I could see. Sure. No, let's not do that. Like, here's where you are exactly. Sorry. Okay. What I'm trying to do is get a distance, and then I wanted to get like an idea of where, um, or I guess how tall these buildings are. Okay. It's weird for a second. This one's the only one that looks like it's pretty substantial because it's got a lot of what I thought was shadow. But now I don't know. It also doesn't look like it has like roof access. That's a planes. That's pretty significant. Some kind of hangar, maybe? Or maybe that's the thing. He doesn't. It's not that huge of a building. So he doesn't necessarily die, but he gets maybe eaten up by the mall down there. That'd be kind of cool. So maybe they are on like Area 51. And that can mean that's why there's multiple personnel there. And that they've like walled in maybe key buildings or key infrastructure. So interesting. Got too much going on in that one. What's all this? Immigrant Valley. Oh, they just deported it. They just sent the whole valley to El Salvador. Okay. I wonder if Apple if it'll let you do it. All right. No. Okay, that's not bad. I like how it's got it's not going to the Area 51. It's going to the little shop that we saw on the Alien Center. Oh. Permanently. That's what we're looking for right here. Thank you, Apple Maps, for being a real one. Let's check this out. I hate this song. What is this crap? And then back here. Yeah. Okay, so then we can backtrack it a bit for her location. I think she needs to be okay, so if she's being followed or she's being chased by some of the Pepsis that came from Vegas is the guess. So maybe they didn't realize there were so many. Okay. Isn't bad. I normally have not been a fan of coconut, but this is pretty good. putting me to sleep. Find something a little bit more. Jesus Christ. That sounds fun. That sounds better. It's taking too long to get to that point. Okay, anyway, so they're not going to be running. Then again, also, if they're following her. I'm sure she'll know some kind of different way. Okay. I can say, like, my settings, because I don't mind. Air quality index. Weird, but okay. I guess it makes sense on the West Coast with all the wildfires and stuff. All right.
As you're longing to feel what is real, you lose yourself in symmetry.
I think if those are, if this was water, we'd be in trouble, but you could drive a car. I'm going to act like you could drive a car through here, perhaps. It'd be like a Death Stranding. I mean, you just go, despite being on foot or in a car. Maybe she's got some kind of like rugged terrain vehicle. Almost like a go-kart. Those do not look like they have any water. Okay, that's what we're gonna say. Excuse me.
Give me
Okay. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So she's pretty much beelining it from there to there. So a 2-hour drive would be, yeah. Wow. Mm-hmm. Let's do a new one. Okay. So I just want to put this in my notes. I'm sleepy. All right. Okay. So this will be boy, I'm tired. Okay. This is better. Roland's story. Jesus, of course the first thing I'd be thinking of is the D. I'm so tired, yeah. So this would be, we essentially have 3 settings. So we can start with and I suddenly don't like the name Frank at all. Or Faith, sorry. Maybe Felicia? Bye, Felicia. She's an older black woman. So it should sound good like Grandma Felicia. Grandma Faith doesn't really sound as good. Grandma Faith, Grandma Felicia. Grandma Faye? Faye is an older name. Faye. Faye Carter. Fey locket. It's not too bad. Okay. 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 I think I might need to stop a little early because I'm so tired. I'm not doing all this. I just want to put my picture here to show the distance from here to here. And then just think about my daughter. How I was like, "Oh, I'll always protect you." She's like, "Well, you already just scratched me, so." I'm gonna have to hang it up, y'all. Let's just try to finish this. I got my 3 locations, all in Nevada. One's recognizable, 2 are recognizable, Vegas and the Area 51. Yeah. So in that case, then I think I should have a pilot and a co-pilot. Does a helicopter need a co-pilot? Okay. Yeah. So we'll have a co-pilot. Ah, that's good because then that gives Ellison an opportunity to show how awful he is, and maybe he gets killed. So Billy and Steve. Billy and Steve. BS. So Billy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I am flagging, and we are really close to the finish line for the workshop. So I hope you're doing better than me. I'm tired, y'all. But we're making some headway. So things change a bit when it comes to the new setting, so we don't really need her to go through any city other than Vegas. I'm trying, y'all. Because I don't really want to try to have really super fun, interesting, crazy names like Villeneuve. I was thinking, but no. Okay. Maybe Nina. Like a little girl. Last one. That's just his last name. Okay. I'm really flagging. 5 minutes. Sorry about that. This is your time too, though, so don't mind me. Nodding out. I'm done. So I've really got a good handle on this. I like that his name is very posh and Heathcliff, but he's a black guy. Because it actually is like the Cosby Show. Heathcliff Cosby. Dr. Heathcliff Cosby. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna call it. This is good though. This is great progress. So now I can finally actually get to the writing. Because this will be like, so I can replace okay. Okay. Oh, tummy. It's a grandma. Wait, let's see. Okay. So he's found Aro, Vegas, car. Other times, so Snow Bunny is another one. Snow Bunny is Raquel. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's enough. I'm done anyway. I got the big things that I wanted to do. We can just say Raquel here. I think that's the last one that really needed it. All right, friends. Okay, so just to recap a bit, and then we can wind up for today. I don't see any questions, or that's okay. So I'll do a better job of promoting, or better job of promoting these in the future. But for now, just a recap. I've gotten all my characters named. We've updated the three settings, particularly the location in Area 51, as opposed to trying to figure out what to do about security around a whole system or a whole city like Los Angeles. So yeah, we're done. I'm saving it, and I will get back to it next week for the next weekly Wednesday writing workshop. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to bed. It's like 10:45 my way, but join me this Saturday for Subversion School. We are showing you some tips and trainings around media, so how to make a video, how to take long form pieces and make them into shorts and reels. Sounds like there's like a, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know what that is. It's like a very low flying, very large plane. Anywho, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up, but thanks for watching, thanks for following, and we'll see you next week for Weekly Wednesday Writers Workshop.